Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Path to Real English. Today, we're talking about something very personal and very useful: how to talk about your dreams and goals in English. Maybe your dream is to travel, get a better job, learn English, start a business, or simply build a better life.
And these are conversations you can have almost anywhere. Someone might ask, "What are your goals?" or "What do you want to do in the future?" If you know how to answer naturally, you can keep the conversation going much more easily.
By the end of this lesson, you'll know several natural expressions for talking about your dreams, plans, hopes, and goals. You'll also learn how to explain what you're doing to achieve them.
And here's a question for you. What's one dream or goal you have right now? Think about it, and later, write your answer in the comments.
If you enjoy practical English lessons, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Path to Real English. Now, let's talk about your dreams and goals.
Let's get started.
One of the easiest ways to talk about a dream is to say, "I'd love to." This expression is very common and sounds friendly and natural.
For example, I'd love to travel around Europe. I'd love to learn another language. I'd love to start my own business. Or I'd love to work for an international company.
Notice the structure. I'd love to, plus the base form of the verb. So we say, I'd love to travel, not I'd love to traveling.
Another useful expression is, I dream of. For example, I dream of living near the ocean. I dream of becoming a successful writer. Or I dream of traveling around the world.
There's a small difference in feeling. I'd love to is very common in everyday conversation, while I dream of can sound a little more emotional or ambitious.
You can also talk about goals with the expression, my goal is to. For example, my goal is to improve my English. My goal is to save more money. Or my goal is to get a better job.
And if you have several goals, say, one of my goals is to. That's a very natural sentence.
Here's a quick practice. Imagine someone asks you, what's one of your goals this year? Start your answer with, my goal is to, and finish the sentence out loud.
Great. Remember, your goal doesn't have to be huge. It could be, my goal is to read one book a month. Or, my goal is to exercise 3 times a week.
Small goals matter too. In fact, small goals can help you reach bigger dreams.
Now, let's talk about plans. A dream is something you want, but a plan is something you're preparing to do.
One useful expression is, I'm planning to. For example, I'm planning to take an English course next year. I'm planning to move to a new city. Or I'm planning to start exercising regularly.
If you haven't made a final decision, you can say, I'm thinking about. For example, I'm thinking about studying abroad.
That's different from I'm planning to study abroad. I'm thinking about means you're considering the idea. I'm planning to sounds more definite.
Let's imagine a real conversation.
So, what are you doing these days?
I'm working on my English because I'd love to speak more confidently.
That's great. Are you planning to take an English exam?
I'm thinking about taking one next year, but I haven't decided yet.
That sounds very natural. And notice how we used 3 useful expressions. I'm working on, I'd love to, and I'm thinking about.
I'm working on is especially useful because it shows that you're taking action. You aren't just dreaming, you're doing something.
For example, I'm working on improving my pronunciation. I'm working on becoming more organized. Or I'm working on saving enough money for a car.
Another useful phrase is, I'm trying to. This means you're making an effort.
You can say, I'm trying to wake up earlier. I'm trying to eat healthier. Or I'm trying to speak English every day.
Here's your next practice. Complete this sentence. I'm trying to. Say one thing you're working on in your life.
Don't worry if your sentence is simple. Simple and correct is better than complicated and confusing.
Now let's talk about future dreams. Sometimes people ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's a common question at work, school, and even in casual conversations.
You don't need a complicated answer. You could say, I'd like to have a successful career. Or, I'd like to be living in another country.
You can also say, I hope to. For example, I hope to travel more in the future. I hope to start my own company someday. Or, I hope to become fluent in English.
And here's a natural tip. Give a reason after your goal. Instead of saying, I want to travel, you could say, I'd love to travel because I want to experience different cultures.
Exactly. A reason makes your answer more interesting and gives the other person something to respond to.
So if someone asks, what's your biggest dream? Don't just say, I want to be successful. Try explaining what success means to you.
Maybe you could say, I'd love to have a job I enjoy and enough freedom to travel.
That sounds much more personal.
Now let's look at some common mistakes. One mistake is saying, my goal is improving my English.
A better sentence is, my goal is to improve my English.
Another mistake is, I'm planning to studying abroad.
The correct sentence is, I'm planning to study abroad. After planning to, use the base verb.
And one more common mistake is, I'm thinking to move to another city.
Instead, say, I'm thinking about moving to another city.
These mistakes are normal. Don't be embarrassed if you've made them. The important thing is to notice the pattern and practice it again.
Exactly. Every mistake is a chance to improve.
Now, let's do a quick challenge. Imagine you've decided to learn English seriously. Which sentence sounds correct?
A, I'm planning to improve my English. B, I'm planning improving my English.
The answer is A. I'm planning to improve my English.
Here's another one. You haven't decided whether to move abroad. A, I'm thinking about moving abroad. B, I'm planning about moving abroad.
The answer is A. Say it out loud. I'm thinking about moving abroad.
And one final challenge. You have a dream to visit another country. You can say, I'd love to visit another country someday.
Now, create your own sentence. Start with, I'd love to, and say your dream out loud.
Great! And if you want, write your sentence in the comments. It's a simple way to practice using English for your real life.
Let's review today's most useful expressions. For dreams, use I'd love to and I dream of. For goals, use my goal is to and one of my goals is to.
For plans, use I'm planning to. If you're considering something, use I'm thinking about. And when you're taking action, use I'm working on or I'm trying to.
Remember, you don't need perfect English to talk about your future. Start with simple sentences, connect your ideas, and explain why something matters to you.
So here's your final question. What's one dream you have? And what's one thing you're doing to achieve it?
Write your answer in the comments using one of today's expressions. And don't forget to say your sentence out loud. Speaking is how you turn English knowledge into real communication.
If you enjoyed this lesson, like the video, share it with another English learner, and subscribe to Path to Real English for more useful conversations.
Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep moving toward your goals. Your English can improve one sentence at a time.
See you next time.